Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for 3 p.m. Eastern, June 26, 2019. So, we look at, there's a lot happening, a lot going on. So, we desire to address, we want to address a couple of things. In today's meditation, we want to concentrate on transmuting all destructive devices so that they cannot do damage. We're talking about all nuclear devices, everything that can do damage in massive form. And it is important that we understand that we have the ability to neutralize such destructive energies. It's better than technology, I'll put it that way, to neutralize. And we want to make sure that the civilization of this planet flourishes and expands out into the universe. And we want to make sure that we do not have any low frequencies that create destruction. So we neutralize anything that can cause major damage, major destruction. And it's good that we get and move into this understanding that without conflict, okay, without environmental detriment, without ecological detriment, we can effect change in anything. Even though we have been goaded and deceived that we are minuscule, that we have no power. And see, if you tell someone like that over and over again, a civilization over and over and over and over and over again, for hundreds and thousands of years, what's going to happen? Generation after generation, eventually, they are going to believe it. And then what happens when they believe it collectively? It becomes reality. Okay? To make sure that we do not awaken and embrace our true being, our true existence of God-man, of who we are, what we are, of God, and that we live and continue to follow external authority on this planet, in this world. Now, world isn't Earth. The world is the construct, the cities, the social structure, all of the infrastructure that's put in place. That's the world. And the life is part of the world that's been constructed, so we live or exist in a world that doesn't work. Amazing? Now, what would you do if you had a vehicle and you're driving along and it just stops? You're just going to sit in it forever and keep trying to figure out, and no matter what you do, it won't start. It's broke. Permanent. No mechanic can fix it, nothing, it's done. So what do? Okay? You walk away from it. That's what you do. You walk away from it. You move forward. See, if humanity is constantly coerced and directed to stay in a structure that does not work, never has worked, okay? And what I mean by that is that all of humanity should be wealthy, happy, young, and have wonderful lives and existence. Now, compare that to what we're in, what we've been convinced is the way it is. It's huge. It's a big difference. And we know that. And people keep saying, well, you know, we can dismantle this and we can dismantle that, we can redo this and we can redo that. You have to walk away. And you're in the now, see? So you're walking away, you know it in the now, and so you look at it from that standpoint. So anything in that construct doesn't work. Because we're in it. And we know it doesn't work. So, it's just like anything that causes great damage or destruction. You know, any weapons, any nuclear devices. Okay? That's part of that world. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's called anti-civilization self-annihilation. That's what it is. And I don't think any of us can debate that. Oh yeah, there's a couple of granules and kernels here that are fun and that type of thing. But we should all stay young. We should all be vibrantly healthy, happy, wealthy, abundant, so that we can expand and grow, so that we can just create tremendous values and build massive wealth for ourselves and the civilization of the planet. By doing this, we move ourselves into a new world, a new life, because we're no longer incessantly, almost addictively mired in the old world and the old life. It is the past. It is not now. See? It is the past. It is not now. Just like most of us are hooked in the past to create our futures, and most are not cognizant to that. They just, it's the way it is. And so we continually play the record that literally hits a spot where it skips back. And we continue to play this throughout our lives. And to go in and to try to affect a change in something broken is just a complete waste of energy. But to remember, we are the creators. We are the masters and commanders. We must not forget that. We must not forget that we are in the now, that we operate in the now, always. So when we do this, we look from the outside in. We're no longer on the inside, we're on the outside. We reflect, we want to protect life, so we intend to basically blanket all destructive devices on the planet. And it's not using another destructive energy to do so. It is using pure, deep, eternal love, which is the most powerful energy source in existence anywhere and everywhere. It is the source of all creation. It is all. And by doing different frequencies, higher vibrational frequencies, it fades out the low frequencies, the intent to do harm. Our side, our awareness and our beingness is to do no harm. The low frequencies are the opposite, are to do harm. So you see what I mean? So we are do no harm, and the lower frequencies are do harm. We have to remember that. It is a delicate balance. So by creating a new world and new life, what do? We're in the now. We move through the void into the unknown. You know what that means? We're not looking at the future. We're not living from the past to create the future, We are living in the now to create now. Always. We don't wander off, because when we start wandering off, we leave the now. So, this meditation is a meditation of do no harm. And by exercising that energy and bringing that higher frequency in, then the nuclear creations, which are all low frequency, are literally nullified. And I don't mean blowing them up or anything. They just won't work. None of them, ever. Ever. And these are the things that the civilization really should try to comprehend and to move out of this technology-based world. It does not work. So, if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure most of you are, and while I talk, you're going to want to relax. And you want to go into the now. Move, if you're already there, great. If you aren't, move into it. If you are, strengthen it. Move into the now. You are not living in the past to create your future any longer. You are in the now. You must be cognizant of this always. You must be holding vigilance for it, with it, always, because it is what will empower you to create your new world and your new life. So, by being in the now, you begin to relax because you have no outside chatter. It is diminished. You are not participating in your thought highway. You are a spectator. You do not go and get involved with those thoughts. You view them, you see them, they come in and they go out. In and out, in and out, in and out. That's it. You're in the now. You relax, your shoulders drop. Your neck loosens. All of your body parts relax. You're in joy. You are in now. And as you're doing this, and as you're in the now and relaxing, you're going to want to breathe. Breathing is so important. As I've mentioned, over 90% of humans shallow breathe, and they only take in 18% oxygen. Now you wonder why there is so much sickness, diseases. So you want to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. And as you breathe in, you're going to want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003. Why do you hold your breath? You hold it because it gives you focus. You focus on your breathing when you hold it like that. It really moves you without fail into much clearer, deeper focus. And as you do that 1001, 1002, 1003, you breath out through the mouth. Now, you want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. This fills your biological body with oxygen and energy. It permeates your body. It increases its ability to function. It oxygenates all of the inside tissues of your body. It revitalizes you. And this divine positive energy also carries transmissions, information that most of us on this planet mostly ignore because we're too busy living in the past to create our future. So, as we, and this is what we're doing, is increasing our vibrational frequency, and the positive divine energy communicates to us is that the only focus and balance and centering for each and every one of us is the now. There's nothing else, just the now. You'd be amazed when you can master being in the now. All the things that will cease to invade you, that will cease to disturb you, that will cease discomfort, unhappiness, fear. And the divine positive energy is fluid, flowing in constantly. And you are powerful. You are a master and a commander. You're a light ship. You can shift things. Just you. Not the millions on this meditation, but just each and every one of us. Imagine the combining of that. There is nothing that we cannot accomplish in the high frequency and love and joy and bliss and nirvana. There's nothing we cannot do. No matter what the exterior irritation may be, no matter how heavy the storm may get, you are in the now. You are focused on love, joy, bliss in a super powerful, massively impactful, and hugely shifting frequency. You are from source and of source. You move in the now and constantly increasing your vibrational frequency, harmonizing to elevate you in a life and a world that is pure bliss. This world and this life would literally disintegrate in a blink of the eye compared to the world and the life that we are creating. As you breathe out, you're breathing out doubt, you're breathing out lack of confidence, you're breathing out everything that this world has tried to convince you of. And some of it is difficult to let go of because, unfortunately, we have gained comfort in misery. And this is just because we have been literally flooded with massive low vibrational frequencies for thousands and thousands of years. We are not slaves. The only prison that we find ourselves in is a prison that we have created through our ignorance, through lack of knowledge. Through lack of knowing. We move into our heart mind. This is our place. This is our high vibrational frequency. We float above the heart. We are massively powerful. And we are in the now. And as we do this, our God, our spirit, our soul, our higher self, it merges with us. Most of us aren't even aware that we have a God inside of us. We're separated. Even though the body and the God are together, they are separate. This awareness and consciousness empowers us for the conscious merging of the divine energy with our biological body. A knowingness, a fusion of deep eternal love, of bliss, of kindness, of generosity. This is deep eternal love. We are in the now. We are encased in our own creation of protection. We can heal. The emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. We can cleanse the violet ray. We can transmute, nullify, eliminate all low vibrational frequencies, the purple transmuting flame, all negatives, all confrontations, all intent of low frequencies of harm. And our highest power is the golden white pink light of deep eternal love. This is part of all of us. It is what we are. We have the prime source creator God, both masculine and feminine. We have Mother, Father God, which is part of the masculine and feminine. These are the energies. This is part of us, our family. We are one. There is no hierarchy. There is nothing that has been designed to be above anything. That is ego. Remember that. No matter how benevolent, no matter how high, no matter how powerful, if you are in deep eternal love, no matter what consistency you are made up of, whether it be gas, whether it be vapor, whether it be flesh, whether it be scale, it doesn't matter. We are all gods. We are all high vibrational frequencies. We are all in the now. Anything that is depicted through ego, I'm more powerful than you, I am higher than you, I am more in beingness than you, is ego. That is in this old construct of low vibrational frequencies. The white fire, the strength, the firmness, the support, the nurturing. We are all of this. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we immediately form a blazing circle of light. Its high frequency is beautiful, omnipotent, and super powerful. It is deep eternal love. We watch at the equator of this living being, this planet, who goes by many names, and we literally enrobe this planet in pure, deep, eternal love. This is our first desire, intent, and so it is done. And so it is. We begin to float up above the planet effortlessly. We immediately call on the other parts of the one. We call on all the light energy beings who exist in all universes, all dimensions, all densities, who are of the highest deep. They can only be of the highest, deepest eternal love, because for if they are lower, they cannot come. So they are of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest and deepest eternal love. They are benevolent, kind, generous. They are at peace, bliss. And they flock in the Guga plexus. They immediately, arm in arm, hand in hand, join us. It extends out 360 degrees. Massive. They fill the sacredness of the space of this solar system. They literally expand out into the universe, and they keep coming. We are completely humbled by their appearance, by their interaction, and we are deeply loving of them as they are humbled and they are deeply loving of us. We are one. We are part of each other. We always have been. We always will be. And our light continues to expand vibrantly. We call upon all the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetypes, all of the angels, all of these beings of this civilization who are of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest, deepest eternal love. They're kind, benevolent, and generous. They are at peace. And they flock in the trillions, massive numbers. And arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. We're humbled by them, and we love them, and they're humbled by us, and they love us. And we are both, and all of us are in the deepest, deepest, deepest gratitude. For this is a grand joy as we continue to assemble ourselves into the one in this meditation. We call upon all the ascended masters who at one time were housed in biological bodies, who also have ascended out of body and have been here assisting us for quite some time, only assisting us in the higher frequencies, deep eternal love, of peace, of joy, prosperity. And there's many, many, many of them. The names I give are a fraction. Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Sananda Jesus, Saint Germain, El Moria, Abundancia, many, many, many more. And they come in massive numbers, and they flow in, arm in arm, hand in hand. They join with us. Our frequency accelerates. Our deepest eternal love expands, intensifies. They're humbled by our presence, and we are humbled by theirs. We embrace and we love each other. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, Agartha, beneath earth, all of the inhabitants who are only of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest, deepest eternal love. For those who live and exist in low frequencies cannot, until they raise their frequencies into deep eternal love, until they are in the now. They are kind, benevolent, generous, and peaceful. And they come immediately, arm in arm, hand in hand, in billions in numbers, and they join us. We are humbled by them. We are humbled by them all. They are humbled by us. We love them. They love us. And our light expands brilliantly, saturating all of sacred space, lifting the vibrational frequencies to the most high. We thank them. They thank us. Always in deep gratitude. Always in the now. We call upon all the galactics, all the civilizations, all the off-worlders who are of the highest, deepest eternal love, from the highest, deepest eternal love, and the highest frequency. Not the low, for they cannot participate. They are kind, generous, happy, joyous. And they come. Massive numbers. They have been assisting us in the high frequencies for us to become aware of our self-imposed bondage, with our enlightenment, with our ascension, and with our evolution. We love them and we thank them. We're in deep gratitude as they are with us and they love us, and we are all humbled. And arm in arm, hand in hand, they are with us, and we expand, and our light expands, affecting the very fabric of this universe, and the highest, deepest eternal love and joy, and the highest of high frequencies. We call upon all of our loved ones who have ascended out of body in this life and all lives that we've inhabited. They too vibrate at the highest, deepest eternal love. And from the highest, deepest eternal love, if they are not in this frequency, they cannot participate until they increase their frequencies and they literally rise, and elevate in a higher and higher love. So those that are of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest, deepest eternal love, flock in. Arm in arm, hand in hand, they join us. It's exuberating. All of these gods, all of these high-frequency energies, the power is immeasurable. Omnipotence is of the highest high frequency. We're humbled by them. We love them. And they're humbled by us and love us. And we're all in the deepest gratitude. We call upon all of the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and in this earth, this planet, at this time. The sprites, the fairies, the elves, the gnomes, and the trees. The elementals, earth, air, water, fire. The mermaids, the dolphins, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn. And many, many, many more. They are of the highest, deepest eternal love and from the highest, deepest eternal love. Only those of the high frequencies of peace and joy and bliss can participate. The others will watch. They will view. They will assist until they're able to move in. We are grateful for them, and they are grateful for us, and we are humbled by them as they are humbled by us. We move into oneness. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. It's massive. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. It can be seen, heard, and felt through all the universes, all the dimensions, all the existences, all the frequencies. It affects all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. It is pure, deep, eternal love, and the highest form. We are flooded by it. All things are. All the planets in this solar system, all existences, all beings, all life is literally flooded with the deepest and highest eternal love. This is the greatest power. It makes up source. And we advance. And we feel it. We feel our now. We are in the now. We are empowered. We advance. And as we're in the now, and we feel this deep eternal love, we do no harm, ever. We are in peace and joy. We do no harm. We look upon the planet We see all of our brothers and sisters. We see all of the low frequencies that intend harm. All of those frequencies, no matter in solid form or any other form on or in this planet, must be dispersed, neutralized forever. Do no harm. And as we literally expand our oneness above and around and in and on this planet, all of the do no harm frequencies are immediately vaporized, transmuted into neutralized substance. They no longer can perform any harm. They are neutralized with the deepest and highest eternal love. They are flooded with it continuously. And no matter what the storm portrays outside of any of us who are in the now, it is our intent, it is our power of oneness that supersedes any distractions, any interpretations. It is pure, deep, eternal love, transmuting all of the low frequencies that would do harm on and in this planet and above it to be neutralized. And they will continuously be flooded and saturated with deep, eternal love throughout eternity. Everything. And not just a sprinkle, an absolute waterfall. And it will penetrate their very existence. It will literally neutralize any low frequencies of doing harm on and in and above this planet and throughout this solar system and beyond. We are one. We are part of Source. We are part of the collective consciousness of the universes. For if we intended, we could create universes. And we don't even know that we already have. Feel this, move with it, watch it, experience it, see it. Joining in meditation, I'll return to close us out. Take this energy with you. It is who and what you are. We can shift frequencies as we desire, as long as it's in the high. We are not here to create low vibrational frequencies. We are here to lift up those frequencies that would do harm. So, our frequencies are do no harm. And we flow with it. This has been engaged. Revisit it as much as you care to. Throughout the day, the evening, the night, into the next morning. We will be here tonight for a time for change call at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we will return here June 27th at 3 p.m. Eastern.